Hello, everyone. This is Lucretia, and you are tuning in to another episode of Candid Conversations with Lucretia, the one and only. I hope that you are having a fantastic, super phenomenal day. Thank you so much for tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. You are appreciated. So today's candid topic is going to be controlling our lips. Proverbs is where it's coming from today. Proverbs is bringing the heat today. Proverbs 10:19 says, when there are many words, transgression and offense is unavoidable. But he who controls his lips and keeps thoughtful silence is wise. Many scriptures in the Bible refer to the wisdom of silence, especially in the book of Proverbs. Being silent is countercultural. We live in a rather noisy world, and so being silent is difficult at times. In fact, sometimes we are just demanded to speak. Due to the large volumes of information that we are exposed to daily, we just have access upon access, and we're constantly inundated and overwhelmed with information. The opinions of others are consistently being voiced, and so it is easy to drown out the wisdom that is found in the Bible. If we're not careful, we will want to always respond. In this noisy world, silence is not always valued. In fact, it's oftentimes frowned upon. But the Bible warns against having loose lips. Yes, it does. Read the book of Proverbs. I have finally found peace in the silence. Well, maybe I should say finding peace in the silence. Growing up, I was pretty quiet. And so I felt like it was always assumed that something was going on with me, when actually my personality is a bit more quiet unless I have something to say. I did a survey with some friends and families the other day, and I asked them if I was quiet because I thought I was quiet. And to my surprise, most of them said, no, you're not. They say you're quiet if you don't know people. You're not quiet if you have something to say. And you use wisdom when you speak, so it can appear that you're more quiet than you are. So I learned something new about myself. So scriptures about being silent and contemplating before we speak, they really, really speak to me, because now I'm not so concerned when other people feel that I'm too quiet for whatever reason. I'm okay with that. It takes a lot of self-control to control our lips. The book of James talks about the tongue and how it's small, but it can be deadly and it can't be tamed. So we have to consistently practice self-control with our tongues. So the Proverbs is speaking about talking too much. It's really plain and it's really simple, because it can be really problematic. The more we talk, the more we're inclined to maybe say something that doesn't necessarily need to be said. Talking too much can cause unnecessary words, which can ultimately lead to transgression and offense. Wise people know how to be thoughtfully silent. We don't have to voice every single thing that comes to our mind. So we can ask ourselves very often, do I really need to say that? That's just something to think about it. So, this is what we'll confess. I will be thoughtful with my words. Say that. I will allow wisdom to proceed from my mouth. Say that. I will not intentionally release offensive words into the atmosphere. Repeat that. Father, thank you for revealing wisdom of thoughtful silence today. It is a valuable lesson that we must learn. It is our desire to access your wisdom daily. So, Father, help us to control our lips so that we're not reverting back to wrong patterns of thought and therefore wrong patterns of speaking and behaving. We need your help to practice self-control with our lips. Amen. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.